11 new things that are banned on flights this year. Flying in 2025? You might want to double-check your carry-on, because the list of things banned on flights this year is officially longer than your Aunt Linda's Facebook rants. And no, we're not just talking about knives and full-size shampoo bottles. We're talking about smart water bottles, Bluetooth trackers, protein powder, and yes, even your favorite DIY snack and foil. Because apparently, sandwiches are now a national security threat. This isn't fear-mongering. These are real bans happening right now. So if you want to keep your gadgets, snacks, and dignity intact at airport security, welcome to Fly Smarter. Let's break down the 11 new things banned on flights this year, starting with something nearly everyone packs. Tip 1. Portable power banks and spare lithium batteries. Ah yes, the device that keeps your phone alive during a 9-hour layover in Denver is now a red flag for airport security. In 2025, portable power banks and spare lithium batteries are banned from checked luggage. Why? Because apparently tossing flammable energy bricks into the cargo hold isn't cool anymore. And don't even think about hiding one in your suitcase. They'll catch it. They always do. If you need one, and let's face it, you do, keep it in your carry-on. And maybe resist the urge to charge it mid-flight. Some airlines have banned that too. So yes, your phone might die before your plane takes off. And honestly, that's probably a blessing if you're stuck next to someone chewing loudly and watching TikToks on speaker. Tip 2. The Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Believe it or not, it's still banned. Like, completely. As in, you can't bring it in your carry-on, your checked bag, or even your pocket. This phone is the Voldemort of aviation. It shall not be named, or powered on, or brought within 50 feet of a boarding gate. Even though it came out in 2016, airlines are still spooked. Probably because it had a charming little habit of spontaneously combusting mid-flight. So if you're still clinging to your Note 7 like it's a collector's item, good news, it is. Bad news, TSA will gladly collect it for you. Tip 3. Smart water bottles. Yep, even your fancy hydration buddy. Remember when reusable water bottles were the environmentally friendly hero of travel? Well, 2025 has officially betrayed them. But not just any bottle, specifically the smart ones. If your water bottle has Bluetooth, a charging port, a screen, or can text you to hydrate, TSA now sees it as a potential threat. Apparently, if your bottle knows your daily step count and syncs with your phone, it might also be planning to take over the cockpit. One poor traveler at Atlanta Airport had their $100 bottle yanked out of their bag just because it had a temperature sensor in the base. Security flagged it for suspicious wiring, and by suspicious, they meant literally any wiring at all. So if your bottle does more than just hold water, leave it at home. Go back to good old stainless steel or BPA-free basics. You know, the kind of bottle that doesn't look like it's building a startup in Silicon Valley. Tip 4. Encrypted external hard drives. Because your data looks too private? Here's a fun one for all you digital nomads, journalists, and anyone who dares to protect their private files. Encrypted hard drives are now raising red flags in several countries, and not in a cute, secure your data kind of way. In 2025, multiple travelers had their encrypted drives confiscated or detained by customs. Why? Because nothing says suspicious like protecting your confidential work from strangers. One guy flying into Beijing with his encrypted SSD was told, "You can come in, but your data can't." They literally made him wipe the drive, or he wasn't getting through. Even the TSA in the US is taking notes. While they technically still allow drives, other countries like China, Russia, and some Middle Eastern nations are like, nah, you can trust us with your files. So unless you want your entire freelance career or family photo archive held hostage, consider using cloud backup instead, or wait until you land to encrypt. Because apparently security now prefers when they can browse your digital life like it's a Sunday morning catalog. By the way, if you've made it this far, you're exactly the kind of traveler this channel was made for. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button to help grow this brand new channel. And give this video a like. It tells the algorithm we're worth keeping around, which, let's face it, might be more than you can say about the airline food. All right, on to the next ridiculous thing you can't bring on board this year. Tip 5. Compressed gas cartridges, beauty gadgets under pressure. You know those fancy little face misters, travel razors, or beauty gadgets that puff, spray, or mist to make you feel like you're living your best hydrated life at 35,000 feet? Well, TSA would rather you didn't. In 2025, any device that uses a pressurized gas cartridge, even the tiniest one, is now on thin ice. And unless it's clearly labeled, properly sized, and declared, there's a good chance it's getting pulled from your bag faster than you can say glow up. One traveler had their $120 micro mister seized just because it used a non-removable gas capsule. Yep, security saw it on the scanner and said, nope, not today. It's not just about danger. TSA's logic is that anything under pressure, especially stuff that sprays or hisses, could behave unpredictably in a pressurized cabin. So if your self-care routine involves any gadget that pssts, maybe just wait until you land. Your skin can survive the flight. Your misting device probably won't. Tip 6. Powdered substances over 12 ounces, aka the protein shake interrogation. Remember when the weirdest thing about airport security was taking off your shoes? Well, now it's the whey protein in your gym bag. As of 2025, TSA has tightened up restrictions on powdered substances over 12 ounces. That includes your protein powder, powdered drink mix, baby formula, spices, baking ingredients, or cosmetic powders. Basically, if it pours like flour and weighs more than a can of soup, it might get pulled for extra screening. Bonus points if it's in a Ziploc bag or a random Tupperware with no label, because that screams, this definitely isn't suspicious. One guy flying out of Phoenix had his pre-workout binned because it was unlabeled in a plastic container. And TSA's logic is, if we don't know what it is and it doesn't have a label, it's going for a little visit to the testing table. So if you're packing powder, keep it sealed, clearly labeled, and under 12 ounces. Or better yet, just mix it into a bottle before the airport, because getting flagged over protein powder is not the flex you think it is. Tip 7. Bluetooth trackers in checked luggage. AirTags under fire. You finally got smart. You stuck a Bluetooth tracker in your checked bag. So when it inevitably vanished into airport limbo, you'd know exactly which city it ended up in. Well, turns out that little slice of genius is now causing turbulence of its own. In 2025, several international airlines, including Lufthansa, Korean Air, and a few others who love paperwork, have banned Bluetooth tracking devices from checked luggage. Why? Because they say these tiny devices send out signals that interfere with aircraft systems. Now, we don't know what kind of airplane can't handle a ping from a quarter-sized tracker, but okay, Captain. TSA in the US hasn't banned them yet, but if you're flying internationally or even through stricter countries, your tracker could be flagged, removed, or cause your bag to be pulled aside. Moral of the story, keep your trackers in your carry-on, or risk flying blind while your suitcase takes an unscheduled world tour. Tip 8. DIY snack packs wrapped in foil, because apparently foil is scary now. Look, nobody's mad that you pack snacks for the flight. Airport food is expensive, plane food is something else, and you were just trying to be a responsible, slightly hungry adult. But if you wrap those snacks in aluminum foil, TSA's upgraded scanners now see that as a big, shiny mystery. Turns out foil-wrapped sandwiches, burritos, or mystery muffins can block X-rays, which means your snack looks like a weird metal blob on the screen. And when that happens, guess what? You're getting the full bag check. Maybe even the awkward pat-down if you're lucky. One mom had her entire family's lunch delayed 30 minutes just because she lovingly wrapped it in foil. So the lesson here? Love your kids, just not in aluminum. TSA is not banning your food. They're just begging you to pack it in clear wrap or see-through containers so they can tell your turkey sandwich isn't hiding a surprise party. Tip 9. Disposable vapes with unknown batteries. The sneaky ban you didn't see coming. Good news! Vaping is still legal on flights. Bad news, your vape might not be. In 2025, TSA and aviation regulators started cracking down on disposable vapes that contain unregulated or unknown lithium batteries, especially those from foreign brands or knockoff manufacturers. And they're not looking at what you're vaping, they're looking at what's powering it. One traveler at LAX had his vape confiscated not for nicotine, but because the battery model wasn't on the FAA's safe list. That's right, your vape's battery now has to be on its best behavior. So unless you're carrying a verified name brand device with an identifiable battery, there's a decent chance TSA is going to give it the old thanks, but no thanks. Also worth noting, you still can't use or charge any vape on the plane, no matter the model. So if you're hoping for a mid-flight puff, spoiler alert, it's not happening. Stick to allowed devices. Or better yet, just take a deep breath and enjoy your free Biscoff cookie like the rest of us. Tip 10. Over-the-counter meds that are totally legal, just not over there. This one's sneaky. In the US, you can waltz into any pharmacy and pick up allergy meds, cold tablets, or sleep aids like it's no big deal. But take those same pills into Japan, the UAE, or parts of Africa, and suddenly you're smuggling controlled substances. In 2025, more countries have started reclassifying common over-the-counter meds as prescription-only or restricted substances. We're talking things like pseudoephedrine, found in cold meds, diphenhydramine, that's Benadryl by the way, and certain sleep aids, even ones labeled natural. One traveler got stopped in Dubai just for carrying 2 boxes of allergy tablets. No drama, no jail time, but definitely not the relaxing layover he had in mind. Here's the kicker. Even transiting through a country with banned meds can cause problems. TSA won't stop you, but border control in other countries might. So before you fly internationally, double check what's allowed where you're headed, and bring doctor's notes or original packaging if you're unsure. Because nobody wants to explain their antihistamines to customs at 2 a.m. with jet lag.
Tip 11. High-proof alcohol, over 70%. The party's over, folks. You thought the real danger on a flight was turbulence? Nope, it's apparently your souvenir bottle of rum. In 2025, anything with an alcohol content over 70% ABV, that's 140 proof or higher, is now completely banned, and not just from your carry-on. You can't pack it in your checked bag either. At all. Why? Because highly flammable spirits don't mix well with a pressurized metal tube flying at 38,000 feet. And before you say, but it's duty-free, let me stop you. Even duty-free liquor has limits, and those little glass bottles labeled overproof might as well be labeled confiscated. So if you were hoping to bring back that ultra-strong absinthe from Prague or the local firewater from your cousin's wedding in the Caribbean, congratulations. TSA just turned it into a very expensive airport gift for someone else. To stay safe and avoid the heartbreak of watching your top-shelf bottle get tossed, stick to alcohols under 70%. Keep them sealed and pack smart, because no one wants to end their vacation getting lectured by a security officer who now smells like rum and regrets.
And there you go, 11 new bans to dodge before your next flight. Pack smart, fly smarter, and hey, if in doubt, leave it out.